How many times do you need to hear, "I'm ready," before you take action? How many times do you need to hear, "I've learned enough. I've healed enough. I've transformed enough. I should be ready"? This is your message to anybody who is tapping into a leadership position. This could be leadership with your job that you're currently in. This could be leadership with this beautiful spiritual awakening that you're on. And if you're clicking on my video, you're probably now on a spiritual awakening journey yourself. There's my rooster for confirmation. You could be on a spiritual awakening journey yourself. And when you know you're on a spiritual awakening journey, right? Waking up. Like, it's just been so repetitive in the collective. I'm going to tell you my experience on what I believe a spiritual awakening is. Because when I had mine, I had no idea I was even on a spiritual awakening journey. I really had no idea. I just knew that I woke up from a surgery and wanted to know more truth. I wanted to feel more of, I guess, a different kind of experience than what I've already been living my life, so to speak. And my life is great, like, but there's still something that I wanted to know deeper about, and it had to do with where we come from. It had to do with, who am I praying to? Who am I talking to? Who am I putting my trust and faith in aside from myself? And I really had to dabble, do my research. I felt like I was back in school, but probably the best school I have ever been in, because it was a school to learn about myself. I started tapping even deeper into astrology. I started tapping even deeper into how to meditate, who were my spirit guides, any kind of free seminar, mentorship, event I could catch to connect with the goddesses, the deities, right? Anything that I could get my hands on, because at the time I was a stay-at-home mother. I didn't have an income to go pay for a mentorship or to do the free couple days and then do the free week, and then they offer, I also have this offering if you want to extend this learning experience. So I took the seeds that were planted with me in those free mentorships and those free programs, or anything I could get my hands on YouTube, to really figure out, who am I? Where did I come from? Not just my mother's stomach, my mother's womb, right? It went deeper than that. And as meditations began, I started connecting with star seed origins. The different guides that would come to me, where I would have to ask, who are you? Where are you from? And then they would show me confirmation when I would sit in nature, whether that be a bird, a symbol, or bug, whether that be an angel number or some kind of emblem on somebody's company truck. There was always some kind of confirmation for me to know that what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, and what I'm being shown is not an illusion. It's in fact very real, very true. And that's where the trust had to come in, right? And some of you may be working on this right now because you've gone through journey, transformation after transformation, awakening after awakening. I'll tell you right now, we do not have just one awakening. It's never just one, right? Because when we go deeper within ourselves for more truth, there's always something to connect with. There's always something to heal. There's always something to peel away. To go even deeper into what we want to expand our awareness into. And each time we peel away a new layer, each time we stretch ourselves even deeper, even wider, even more effectively, we learn something more, and then we realize we're on a whole new awakening, a whole new journey, a whole new transformation, a whole new chapter. And then we come to the realization like, wow, the more that I learn about myself, the more that I really just allow myself to ease, to learn, to grow, the more I connect with self, the more gifts come online. The more I feel my ancestors and gods and goddesses and deities and spirit guides and higher self that works with me and runs through my blood and bones. I know that this earthly life is for us to experience our own truth in our own way, in our own authentic belief, without feeling like we have to conform, obey, and listen, and really just feel like that's the only thing we have to believe in, right? When there's always something more, there's always something hidden, there's always something to access, another key to receive, another key for you to be like, oh shit, I've had the key the whole time. I just forgot where I put it. When we really allow ourselves to access the deep-seated wisdom within ourselves, that is how we are the bridge. That is how we are the leader. That is how we are the mentor. That is how we are the healer. I'm not going to box in gifts. I'm done with that shit. That is how we can access our full dimensional self. To not only expand the awareness in our life, but those around us who are ready to open their heart to their own personal expansion. I'm going to be probably leaving a few more of these beautiful, I want to say journal notes, whatever the case may be. Because when I feel the urge to just get up and speak, whether it's writing or doing a voice recording, I know that there's someone out there in the collective who is going on a very powerful spiritual journey themselves, connecting with their spiritual gifts, connecting with their guides, connecting with themselves. To remember that we are never alone. Peace.